Hey guys, excuse the mess behind me, it's my desk and it's a hot mess. But I'm about a year in of doing curly girl method, and excuse my voice, I have a cold. And I wanted to kind of talk about it because it's definitely a learning curve. So you can read every single thing on curly girl and your hair is going to be totally different. So I found out that my hair, I have protein issues, either too much or too little, and for a long time I was battling some really heavy frizz on my hair no matter what I did. And common things of frizz can be using coconut, using non-terry cloth towels, touching your hair too much, having too much moisture, and that was basically my issue. I was co-washing and I wasn't really doing much else. And then once I figured out that I can't just co-wash, I needed to do other things, that's when everything changed for me. So co-washing is washing with conditioner. So for a while I was not putting any shampoo in my body or in my hair, and that's how I was having the buildup issues. So once I learned that, I got a clarifying shampoo. There are tons of clarifying shampoos that are curly girl approved. I found out a cheap bottle of Suave clarifying shampoo work for me. It's like $2 or less. I think it's like $1.67. And I clarify my hair once a week because my hair needs it. Most people don't need to clarify that often, but my hair needs it. I'm also a very dirty curly girl. I wash my hair maybe once a week. Throughout the rest of the week I'm using conditioner and just kind of like re-wetting it and things like that. So that's, you know, my hair. And then my hair is like, I have some ringlets. See if I can find one. I mean, like, that's a typical curl pattern. Let's see. Like, that's a little bit curlier. Like you can see in the bottom where it's really been healthier, I'm getting really good ringlets. And you know, you will have some days where your hair is basically wavy. I'm trying to find more. And some days where your hair is flat and your hair does what it wants. So basically one day a week I clarify. The shampoo that I ended up settling on, I tried Diva Curl. I tried ones by this brand, I don't know how to pronounce it, Oidad. Everything under the sun. And this is just what worked. It's like $3. It lasts me about a month. And you need a lot of it. Like, you need more than you would ever think to wash your hair. So when I wash my hair, that's what I use as like my wash, and I don't use any brushes or anything like that. So I was using my fingers and I just was constantly shedding. So then I started using this like comb in the shower, and so I put it all in my hair, or I will clarify, and then I put all that in my hair and I'll brush it all through. When I clarify, I try to use this as well too, trying not to pull too hard on my hair. But I get it where it's completely cleaned out, and then I rinse that out. And you always want to try to use like cooler water, not hot water. And then some days I'll put a tiny little bit back in my hair and again comb it through. Some days I will use this conditioner. I have to be careful with this one. The Cantu products are super heavy on my hair, and they can leave a lot of product buildup. So sometimes I'll do that, but basically I'm using the one shampoo or the one conditioner to basically be like a shampoo, and the other one is like a very small leave-in, and that's how I do it. And like for a while I was holding my head over and brushing it that way, and I just stopped because I realized it wasn't really doing much besides giving me headaches. So that's mainly for washing. And then once every other week I will use this treatment in the shower, and basically the second that I get in the shower I'll put this on my hair, and I'll try to make it the shower where I like shave and exfoliate and all that stuff, because it stays on my hair a while, and then I'll do that whole procedure again. And then the opposite week of doing my treatment, I end up doing a root rinse. I'll do a root rinse when I feel like my hair is just falling flat, when it just has too much buildup in it, and this stuff works amazing. This is like the most awesome thing. Honestly, I don't have to do the deep treatment. I can just get away with using Suave if I just use this. It helps your scalp not dry out because you're using, you know, whatever. And I don't know, I really like it. So you have to find your wash routine that works for you. Some people can't do what I do. Some people have to do more than what I do. Some people have to wash their hair every day. And like today I just washed my hair and I diffused it, and I don't like my hair on day 1. Day 2 and day 3 are my favorite hair days, like after I've refreshed them. That's how I sleep. And whenever I sleep, I put my hair up, and often whenever I come home from work and stuff like that, I will put my hair up in a bun, and I'll take the coily elastics, like the little like scrunchie brand ones, and that's what I use in my hair. I try not to use many elastics and things like that because they do tend to like pull on your hair and break your hair. How I know Curly Girl is working. So the same time I went Curly Girl, which was about a year ago exactly, I also decided that I wasn't going to be dyeing my hair anymore. And you probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but I have lots of grays here and here. Oh, you might be able to see those. So I stopped dyeing my hair, and I was only dyeing my hair at like the same color. Like it was, you know, to keep my hair from looking gray. So I stopped doing that and I started doing Curly Girl. And I think I probably have straightened my hair maybe 10 times in a year. Like I honestly don't think it's even been that long. And like if I straighten it, like I really try to like pull the curl out while it's wet, try not to blow dry it if at all possible, and then I'll flat iron it, or I'll blow dry it and not flat iron it. So it's not like a really super straight by day 2. But I went and saw my hairdresser the other day, and she's like, oh my god, your hair is amazing. She's like, whatever you're doing, because she knew that I had started it. Like literally the week that I started Curly Girl is when I went and got my hair cut. She's like, it's working. She's like, keep going. She's like, you're using the right products. Your hair looks the best it's ever looked. So I was like, yes, it's working. So I don't always love my hair. I feel like I look wild and unkept half the time, but it's making my hair healthy, and that was the main goal of it. So some other things that I use when styling. So whenever I'm styling, I like to put a curl activator in. These I don't feel matter. There is one, I'll try to remember to link down below because I can't remember the name of it right now. I think it's by Curly Q's. That was a good one. Cantu makes one, but I put some sort of curl activator in and I just rake it through. I found out that was best. I was doing praying hands. Praying hands does not work on my hair. It makes it really frizzy. So I started raking my hair. And then I will put a light gel in. So there's this one, and there's one by, it has a black lid on it. I will try to link it down below because I cannot think of it now, but I put a light gel in, and then I try to style my hair up as much as I can. And then right before I'm gonna curl it, I put this gel in, and it's a really heavy hold gel, and it's what keeps my curls when I'm diffusing. And so then I used to plot my hair. So, oh, and when you want to dry your hair, this is what you want to use, a Diva Curl towel. I would plot my hair, which means you put the gel in it and then you put your hair in one of these real tight, and it kind of like tightens the curl. I haven't really noticed a huge difference in that anymore. Like sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but I don't think it's like a game changer. So whenever I'm getting ready to blow dry my hair, I have these clips, and you can get them at like Target, Walmart, whatever. And I will basically put them in my hair kind of sideways like that to lift my hair when I'm drying it, and it dries that way, and then I have a little bit more volume because your hair, you don't want it to fall flat, because that was an issue that I ran into for a while, is that my hair was falling really flat. So you leave these in your hair until it's completely dry. And I just diffuse my hair. I had to tape mine on because mine broke, and so I had to buy one, and I couldn't find one that fit this blow dryer because it's so old, but there's nothing wrong with it, so I didn't want to get rid of it. But yeah, I just sit and I diffuse it up and down. I diffuse it like that. I diffuse it in all different directions until it's completely dry. And then whenever I'm done, I use an oil. I really like Moroccan oil. It's what I've been using, and I use that to scrunch all the crunchiness out of it. And like, it's a little bit damp right now. I probably, you know, shouldn't have done it completely, but I mean, it's not perfect hair. Like I feel like I'm like living in the 80s half the time, but I like the fact that my hair is healthy and it's not dry, and I don't have the dry scalp anymore, and it's not itchy and bothering me, and you know, it is what it is. And then if I want to have it curl straight, I can. So that's my little update. Definitely found out that what works for most may not work for you. It definitely did not work for me. Everything that people told me to try never worked. Like it just didn't work for my hair. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them, but I'm not really a pro.